is Maria from Aquamermaid, and today with Maria, and she will share with us her story about her mermaid life.
My name is Maria Darling, and I am the owner and founder of Sirenalia here in Austin, Texas. We call ourselves a mermaid production company because we do anything mermaid related. We make mermaid tails, we do mermaid appearances, we host mermaid vacations, we do mermaid transformations. It's kind of weird how we started this company. I have always been a mermaid fan, and I started making mermaid tails for myself when I was pretty young. I made some really low quality plastic trash bag tails, and then I made a pretty nice fabric tail, and then a really pretty nice neoprene tail for myself. And then when I met my husband, Jason Darling, we started working together, and he is a really good artist, and he helped me make a silicone tail. The first one was a total fail. I think I have some pieces of it around here in the studio somewhere. It didn't work at all, but we learned a lot, and we were like, let's make another one, because now we know how to do it. So then we made another one, and silicone is really expensive. So we were like, we want to make another one. Our second one turned out good. I still have that tail, and I still swim in it and everything. But I learned a lot, and I wanted, to make another one. And we were like, we have to sell one of these before we can make another one. So we actually had a friend that we had made online. Her name is Mermaid Safira. Her real name's Stephanie, and she was willing to be our guinea pig. So she paid for the cost of the materials, and we made her a tail. And then from there, it just kind of started. And here we are. I guess it's been, 4 or 5 years. And now we're full-time mermaids. I think our tail designs are very classic. Definitely influenced by Splash and The Little Mermaid. We do have some more elaborate flukes, but mostly we make these really traditional classic mermaids. We do really a lot of pinks and purples and baby colors. It's kind of cutesy. The mermaid business is crazy. Mermaids are crazy. I'm not gonna lie. One thing is that we really have to be versatile and do a lot of stuff. We can't just make tails. We couldn't stay open if we just made tails. To stay afloat and to have the money to support the employees that we need and everything, we have to do it all. And the mermaid community is both super supportive and super awesome, and then it can also be a really crazy mean girl place. So it's a lot of balance of who you get involved with and stuff like that.
Then how big is your team now?
And so I guess there's 11 of us. Everyone has done everything. Kind of how it works here, because everyone wants to be a mermaid. So kind of how it works here is people put in their time in the mermaid studio. You usually start cleaning buckets, and then you get to start doing parties. So I know it's kind of weird because they don't really seem like they go together, but we really do incorporate everyone into everything. Some of the girls that have been with us for a long time have really graduated out of the mermaid studio, and also people find their place. Kelly is an amazing artist and an amazing manager. So over time she's become the boss. She's our mermaid mom, our mermaid manager. She really runs everything because that's what makes the most sense. And we have Mermaid Jessica, who is really an amazing performer and amazing with children. So she trains new mermaids and stuff like that. So everyone has kind of found their niche over time working with us.
So how do you split your work?
It all kind of depends on the time of year. So in early spring we're making a lot of mermaid tails. Late winter, early spring, we're gonna see a lot of orders. We're really busy in here. Because people want their tails for summer. And then as summer hits, we're all about parties. We're getting our shop tails ready, we're getting our party baskets go. Summer's really busy party time for us. And then we do our mermaid vacations in the middle of winter. And those are only 5 days, but gearing up for them is a ton of work. And it's also definitely our most profitable part of the business, so it just really depends on the time of year. Our mermaid retreats are definitely the most magical thing that we do. It's hard to explain. It's kind of like a mix of like extreme sport and like pageantry and like summer camp or something, you know? It's pretty challenging. We do them out in the ocean. So, you know, you work really hard, you get really tired, but then also, you know, you're a mermaid, so you're like posing and doing makeup, and we do a lot of like crafting together, and mermaiding is kind of like a sport. So you could kind of think of it like if you were like going on like a hiking trip or like a rappelling vacation. Like, it's not exactly relaxing, but if it's what you're into, it's like rewarding. We do our mermaid retreats in like beautiful exotic locations. So, you know, if there's in your downtime, you're like snorkeling or sitting in a hammock or sipping a pina colada. So, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. You just have to come experience it. We have a lot of repeat clients. Like, we usually, if someone comes on one mermaid retreat, they come again. So it's really fun. Our favorite location for our mermaid retreats is this little tiny island in the middle of Belize. The island is like the size of a large grocery store. So the mermaids kind of take over the island, and the island like sits on barrier reef. So you can swim out to the reef without a boat and, you know, do pictures or snorkel or whatever. So we find ourselves going back there over and over again just because it's such a perfect mermaid vacation. We make a lot of great friendships. Like, you know, at the end of our mermaid retreats, tears are very common. You know, like, they're my favorite thing that we do. And we're actually skipping it this year because I'm pregnant, so, but we'll do it next year. Instagram, I think, is our main like avenue for advertisement. We have a website and Facebook, social media, you know. Usually when we're gearing up for a mermaid retreat, we try to do like some press releases and, you know, get some like news coverage and stuff so that people know.
And if you had anything to say to someone who wants to get into the mermaid business,
Don't. I mean, if you want to do mermaid stuff because you love mermaids and it's like a fun hobby for you, like, I don't know, I don't want to discourage anyone. It's a lot of work. You see like these girls on Facebook and Instagram that are like professional mermaids, but what you might not know is a lot of them have second jobs, and the people that are doing mermaid business as their main job are hustling so hard. Like, these women are, I really respect them, and they're working really hard because it's a lot of work, and it's not like you're gonna like make mermaid tails and make $1 million without a lot of support and a lot of hard work. Before I moved back to Austin, I lived in Mexico for about 6 years, and I did circus performance art. That was my last life. I lived all over Mexico. We started a production company that sold shows to resorts, and we did do some mermaid stuff there as well. I like was a fire-eating mermaid. Most of the shows there are like around a pool because it's like, you know, beautiful ocean, and there's always a pool at the resort. So we would like do these fire shows, and then we would have like a mermaid in the pool. And so then when I moved back to Austin, I did want to keep doing performance art, but I found it was a lot more challenging to like find work and make money doing that here, because this is not like a tourist town. It's just not the same. And so I started doing event staffing, and I really just started making mermaid tails just for fun. I just wanted to make a better tail. I do have a giant tank. If anyone's thinking about getting a tank, definitely I would advise you not to. It's such a pain in the butt. They're so hard to move. It's so much water. It's like so much work. If anybody wants to buy it.
how big is it?
I think it's like 10 by 4 by 10. It fits 3 mermaids. It's huge. It's so much work. You have to have an acrylic tank. You can't have a glass tank for obvious reasons, and they get scratched easily, and so you have to be very, very careful with them, and you have to have like a forklift, and it's just, man, the mermaid tank it's a lot to handle. My dream would be for somewhere like local to buy it from us and let it be a permanent installation and let us do like performances in it, because it's so much work to set it up and move it around. really wasn't worth it for us. I feel like I've talked a lot about how hard it is to be a mermaid. I want to say also, like, it's wonderfully rewarding, and you know, I wouldn't do it if I didn't love it. You know, I love being underwater, and I love creating art, and I love working with children, and I really love like my team. You know, like the friendships that I have made like through mermaiding are like amazing. So you know, it is really hard, but it is definitely worth it.
Thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video. Make sure to subscribe and ask us questions if you have any question about her aquarium, her life, her retreats. We'll put all the information in the description below. Take care. Bye.